What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going on a wild ride through the wacky world of facts. We've got 10 of the most mind-blowing, unbelievable, never-heard-that-before facts lined up just for you. Seriously, these facts are so crazy they'll make you question everything you thought you knew. We're talking about stuff that'll make your jaw drop, your eyes pop, and your brain do backflips. You won't believe some of this stuff, and that's a promise. Make sure to stick around till the very end because we've got a special surprise waiting for you. You don't want to miss it. All right, fam, buckle up for this first one. You know the Eiffel Tower, right? That iconic metal masterpiece in Paris? What if I told you that this towering structure isn't always the same height? Yeah, you heard me right. The Eiffel Tower can actually grow taller during the summer months. It's all thanks to thermal expansion. See, when things heat up, they expand, and that includes iron, which the Eiffel Tower is made of. So, when the summer sun beats down on Paris, the iron structure soaks up the heat and expands, making the tower grow taller by as much as 15 centimeters. That's like adding an extra half a foot to this already massive landmark. Can you imagine watching the Eiffel Tower slowly stretch upwards as the day gets hotter? It's mind-blowing how something so big can be affected by something as simple as temperature. And that, my friends, is just the beginning of our journey into the world of unbelievable facts. Get ready to have your mind blown. Next up, we're diving headfirst into the vastness of space. Hold on to your hats because this one's a real doozy. You know how there are a ton of grains of sand on a beach, like an unimaginable amount? Well, get this. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth, combined. Let that sink in for a minute. We're talking about billions upon billions of stars, scattered across billions of galaxies, each one potentially hosting its own planets and solar systems. It's enough to make your head spin. And here's another mind-blowing fact. Some scientists believe there are even more galaxies in the observable universe than there are stars in our own Milky Way galaxy. That's like saying there are more beaches in the world than there are grains of sand on one beach. The sheer scale of the universe is absolutely mind-boggling, and it makes our planet seem like a tiny speck of dust in comparison. But hey, at least we're a pretty cool speck of dust, right? All right, let's take a trip back in time to ancient Egypt, where we'll uncover a historical head-scratcher that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about timelines. We're talking about Cleopatra, the legendary last pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Cleopatra and her epic love story with Mark Antony, but here's the kicker. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the first moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Yeah, you heard that right. The construction of the Great Pyramid took place around 2580 BC, while Cleopatra lived from 69 to 30 BC. The first moon landing, on the other hand, happened in 1969 AD. Do the math, and you'll see that Cleopatra was closer to Neil Armstrong taking one small step than she was to the building of one of the ancient world's most iconic wonders. It's crazy to think that something that happened thousands of years ago could feel so much closer to a modern event. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Get ready for a wild ride into the animal kingdom because this next fact is for the birds. Specifically, it's about those pink, long-legged beauties we all know and love. Flamingos. Now, I'm sure you've seen pictures of flamingos hanging out in large groups, but did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? Seriously, how cool is that? It's like they knew they were fabulous and needed a name to match. I mean, can you imagine anything more fitting than a flamboyance of flamingos strutting their stuff? It's just one of those quirky little facts that makes you appreciate the diversity and wonder of the natural world. So, next time you see a group of flamingos, remember, you're not just looking at a bunch of birds, you're witnessing a full-on flamboyance. All right, folks, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite topic, health. But don't worry, this isn't your typical boring health lecture. This is about a simple, easy, and dare I say, refreshing way to boost your metabolism. You ready for this? Drinking water can actually help you burn more calories. That's right, plain old H2O can give your metabolism a little nudge in the right direction. It might sound too good to be true, but it's backed by science. Studies have shown that drinking cold water in particular can temporarily increase your metabolic rate, as your body has to work a little harder to warm it up to body temperature. Plus, staying hydrated is essential for overall health and can even help curb those pesky cravings. So next time you're reaching for a sugary drink, grab a glass of water instead. Your body will thank you. Let's take a quick trip across the globe to Japan, where we'll explore a fascinating cultural practice that might seem a little strange at first. In Japan, it's not uncommon for employees to take naps at work. You heard that right. Napping in the office isn't frowned upon, it's actually seen as a sign of dedication and hard work. The Japanese work culture is incredibly demanding, with long hours and intense pressure to succeed. So a quick nap, known as inemuri, is seen as a way for employees to recharge and return to work feeling refreshed and more productive. It's a brief respite from the daily grind, a chance to catch a few winks and return to work with renewed focus. It's a completely different mindset from the Western world, where napping at work might get you a stern talking to from your boss. But hey, maybe we can learn a thing or two from the Japanese about the importance of rest and rejuvenation. Get ready for a botanical bombshell that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about fruit. This one's a real head-scratcher, folks. Are you ready for it? Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. I know it sounds completely bonkers, but it's true. Botanically speaking, a berry is a fruit that develops from the ovary of a single flower and contains one or more seeds. Bananas fit this definition perfectly, as they develop from a single ovary and contain tiny seeds, although we usually don't notice them because they're so small. Strawberries, on the other hand, are considered aggregate fruits, meaning they develop from multiple ovaries of a single flower. So there you have it, the banana berry paradox, proof that nature loves to keep us on our toes with its weird and wonderful ways. Let's set sail for adventure on the high seas, where we'll encounter a place so remote, so isolated, that it's been dubbed the loneliest place on Earth. Deep in the heart of the Pacific Ocean, far from any landmass, lies Point Nemo. This watery wasteland is the farthest point from any land on the entire planet. To give you an idea of just how isolated Point Nemo is, the nearest landmass is over 1,670 miles away. That's like being stranded in the middle of the ocean with nothing but water as far as the eye can see. In fact, the closest human beings to Point Nemo aren't even on Earth. They're the astronauts aboard the International Space Station. It's a place of eerie silence where the only sounds are the crashing of waves and the occasional cry of a seabird. Point Nemo is a stark reminder of the vastness of our planet and the incredible power of nature. Hold on to your floppy disks, because this next fact is going to take you back to the early days of the digital revolution. Back when computers were the size of refrigerators and the internet was just a twinkle in someone's eye. We're talking about the first gigabyte hard drive, a technological marvel that was announced in 1980. Now get this behemoth of a hard drive weighed over 500 pounds. That's heavier than most motorcycles, and if you thought that was wild, wait till you hear the price tag. This 500-pound storage monster cost a whopping $40,000. That's right, 40 grand for a single gigabyte of storage. Today we carry around tiny flash drives that hold terabytes of data and cost a fraction of the price. It's amazing to see how far technology has come in such a short amount of time. And finally, we've arrived at our last mind-blowing fact, and let me tell you, this one is the bee's knees. We're talking about honey, that sweet, sticky liquid produced by our buzzing friends. Did you know that honey never spoils? Seriously, it can last for thousands of years without going bad. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old, and guess what? The honey was still edible. That's right, you could spread it on toast or add it to your tea, and it would be perfectly safe to eat. Honey's incredible longevity is due to its low water content, high acidity, and the presence of natural enzymes that prevent bacteria from growing. It's a testament to the power of nature and a reminder that some things truly are timeless. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 mind-blowing facts that probably made your brain do a few backflips. I hope you enjoyed this wild ride through the world of the unbelievable. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you were as amazed by these facts as I was. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more mind-blowing content just like this. We've got tons of awesome videos coming your way, so stay tuned. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and never stop questioning the world around you. See ya!